championship. Henry Tillman, who is quick, who likes to stick and move, though he did try to mix it up last July with Bert Cooper and wound up going down twice in the second round and eventually lost a decision. And going down to Bert Cooper is nothing new. That happened earlier today in Canada when Cooper took out Willie DeWitt in the second round.
Coming into this fight, I think Henry Tillman's game plan has to be to use his superior speed and movement. Stay away from Holyfield's power. Evander wants to put pressure on. He's going to back Henry up constantly. Good right hand there by both men. Put pressure on and hope to use his superior power and his superior stamina to perhaps stop Henry in the late rounds. I think it's entirely possible, Al, that Henry Tillman will get off to an early lead in this. The big question is, will he be able to last the 15-round distance?
Holyfield proving that he can last the distance and excel at the distance in the 15-round decision in the quick-paced fight with Cowie. Though he did pay the price later, he lost 15 pounds during that fight and was subsequently hospitalized. Holyfield in the white trunks, Tillman in the silver. Holyfield unbeaten at 13-0, Tillman 14-1. The one loss to Bert Cooper in July.
Henry Tillman's making a big mistake right now, Al. He's giving ground, he's moving, but he's just stopping and then not letting his hands go. He has to punch. There's a good right hand.
And he's able to get off the ropes, and he can get himself into trouble when he is against the ropes, but he was able to move out that time.
Good body punch. Blocked in the camera angle, but you heard that body punch by Evander Holyfield. And that also will take away the movement from Henry Tillman as the fight goes along.
A minute to go in the first round, scheduled for 15 at Bally's Grand Hotel in Reno, Nevada.
Really, the thing to watch for in this fight is what happens when Henry Tillman stops. Who gets the better of it when he plants his feet? There, he's planted his feet, got up a good jab, and now...
Good right.
Caught Evander coming in, exactly.
Good right hand by Tillman.
Tillman mixing it up. Moving, then planting himself, sometimes wanting to fight on the inside, sometimes tying up Evander on the inside.
Holyfield missing with his left hand. These two teammates, roommates at the LA Olympics, good buddies. In Reno, as we go to the second round of the scheduled 15. In the silver trunks, Henry Tillman, who won the heavyweight title at the LA Olympics, and Evander Holyfield in the white trunks, the silver medalist, or the bronze medalist actually in the white heavyweight class. And a good left hand, and Tillman goes down early here in the second round.
Henry Tillman was down in the second round of his fight with Bert Cooper. Came back to go the distance.
He was down twice. Holyfield trying to get inside as Tillman backs up.
There you see Henry Tillman make a big mistake. That is his warrior's heart. He has the heart of a warrior, but not the chin of one. He should be staying out of trouble and grabbing, not trading punches on the inside.
Now he's trying to grab. Missing with a wild right, trying to hold on, trying to tie him up. Holyfield with a right. Trying to work on the body.
Yeah, he's working a little bit below the belt there a couple of times. No warning from referee Padilla. Henry Tillman is letting Evander get punches off. He should be tying him up or moving out of danger.
Holyfield trying to do damage underneath. A minute and a half remaining in round two.
Evander Holyfield in his 13 pro fights to date has been an excellent finisher. He's kept his cool, he's here, but he has not landed the finishing punch yet.
And Tillman against the ropes and working his way off and staggering through this second round. Very reminiscent of the Cooper confrontation. Again, he was down in that fight twice in the second round, but came back and in fact may have been ahead going into the last couple of rounds when Cooper came on again to win the decision.
Tillman's hurt again. His legs are all wobbly.
Holyfield chasing him across the ring. Very rubbery-legged right now. 30 seconds to go here in the second round.
Even if Holyfield does not stop Tillman in this round, Henry has taken so many punches that I just don't, and especially body punches, I just don't think that he'll have the movement to survive the distance. Good right hand by Henry Tillman.
Out of nowhere. But in all, a big, big round for the champion, Evander Holyfield. Into round two. Defending his WBA Junior Heavyweight Championship. He had Henry Tillman on the deck in round two. A big round for Holyfield after a spirited first round. Round three now, and this one's scheduled for 15.
It looks like the punch that floored Henry was an overhand right that caught him on the temple, and a lot of times the temple shot will take away the man's legs. Stop Trevor Berber.
Crowd chanting Holyfield as Tillman tries to bore in and tie him up. Good action here in round three and another good combination from Holyfield.
Henry Tillman may not at this point in the fight have any choice, Al, but to stand there and trade because he may not have the legs to move out of danger. But he just can't win a trading war with Evander Holyfield. Evander has superior combinations, superior power, and a superior chin. Three jabs for Evander. Luduba trying very hard with George Benton to work that into Evander's repertoire as a part of his weaponry, but he really doesn't use it very often, especially when there's a man hurt. He throws power punches. Holyfield totally dominant on the inside, Al, with hooks and uppercuts.
Using that left hand.
At this point in the fight, Henry Tillman's only hope, as he in desperation goes left-handed for one weak right jab, his only hope is that Evander Holyfield runs out of gas.
And that's not likely in light of what we saw in the Kawi fight last July. Another good left hand by Holyfield, and another good round for Evander Holyfield.
Henry Tillman is still hurt. He has never fully recovered from that first knockdown, Al.
Slightly less rubbery-legged here in round three, but still a little glassy-eyed. As we come down to the end of round three, a good beginning for Evander Holyfield as he tries to stay unbeaten and tries to remain the WBA Junior Heavyweight Champion. The man who's fought only only 3 rounds over the previous 8 months. He beat Cowie, and then he took care of Michael Brothers in a non-title fight in Paris on December 8th. Took care of him in round 3. So only once in 8 months, but looking very fresh, looking very sharp, and dominating the early going in this fight with Henry Tillman.
Tillman is just worn down. It just looks at this point like if Evander takes his time, works especially to the body, then it is just a matter of time before he stops Henry. He has not gotten a second. Henry Tillman has not gotten a second win, and it doesn't look like Evander is tiring out. Devastating on the inside.
Lou Duva in Holyfield's corner. He's watched Evander emerge to the point he's a very skilled and a very accomplished boxer, very determined, quietly confident.
I think that Evander Holyfield got a punch there in that exchange. He's fighting back now. Good right hand.
And Tillman unloading with everything as Holyfield has to tie him up.
The body, Evander! Body! Go to the body!
Evander Holyfield told us he was caught by a good left hook from Dwight Muhammad Cowie when he won the title in the 4th round.
And this is round 4. And that's when Cowie started to take control of that fight, but eventually Holyfield with a second win came back, finished with a flourish, and won a split decision. Round 4, Reno, Nevada. Evander Holyfield. Good combination against Henry Tillman. Tillman's been down once. He went down for the mandatory 8 in the 2nd round, and in trouble here in the 4th.
And Henry Tillman must be very, very discouraged. He hit Evander Holyfield with the best punch he has and put a series of punches after it, and here he is right back in his face.
Versus Smith, the man who worked with, weaned Tillman, his trainer. Holyfield is the champ.
Evander is a little bit tired here. He's thrown a tremendous amount of punches.
Scheduled for 15, Evander Holyfield, the WBA junior heavyweight champion, and Henry Tillman, his Olympic teammate. Tillman, the challenger, scheduled for 15. There's been 1 knockdown thus far, as Tillman went down in the 2nd round. Holyfield took Tillman's best shot in round 4 and then recovered and finished spiritedly in the 2nd half of the round. Carlos Padilla, the referee.
Again, Henry Tillman trying to work on the inside. You saw there 3 straight, 4 punches missed. His skills are essentially those of a boxer from the outside. Haven't seen his jab, and really haven't seen, except for occasional flares, the good straight right hand that he possesses. And in contrast, there was Holyfield on the inside connecting.
Holyfield becoming more and more accomplished and skilled as he goes along. Another Another good left hand.
Henry Tillman is badly hurt here. It just looks like all Evander has to do is just to put together a series of punches. And when he does, just Henry Tillman's conditioning and heart is keeping him up right now.
But the cumulative effect, very evident, very much taking its toll. Another good right by Holyfield. Again, dominating here in round 5. Tillman appears ready to go again. He's already been down once.
And look at him fight back, Al.
Good right by Tillman.
He can't even hold his hands up, Henry Tillman.
He's still moving very shakily, trying to hang in there against the relentless assault of Evander Holyfield.
At this point in the fight, he's too brave for his own good. Holyfield temporarily punched out. If Henry Tillman had anything left, he would have jumped on it, but he just doesn't.
Holyfield looking very much the 5-1 favorite. He again dominates the round. End of round 5.
You got the word. Take your left. Come on, son. You're not throwing any punches. You got to be out there and throw punches. Hit the jab and hook off from left field. Now, don't swing from left field when you get close. You got me. Come on. Go ahead. Straight right here. Take it right here.
Michaels with Alex Wallow, the WBA Junior Heavyweight Championship. On the left, in the white trunks, Evander Holyfield. Very sharp today against Henry Tillman, who was down in the second round. You could perhaps make a case for Tillman winning round 1, but that would be it. Holyfield has dominated since.
You see Evander starting to get out this round jabbing. See if he's able to put punches together with the jab. If and when he gets to that stage of his development, he's going to be fearsome. Pretty tough right now.
Oh, yeah. Evander's wife on this Valentine's Day, Paulette. Looking on as her man tries to win his 14th professional fight and retain his WBA Junior Heavyweight Championship. Funny thing, when these two guys turned pro, there was a 33-pound difference. Holyfield made his professional debut at 177. And Tillman made his at 210. And it's one twain that met at about 189.
Part of the backdrop of this fight is that Evander Holyfield. Whoa!
Another good right by Evander. He's got Tillman on the run again.
You saw Evander shake his head. He just couldn't line him up for the punch that he wanted to finish him. That right hand to the body is just taking the legs completely away from Henry Tillman. And with his legs goes his entire chance to win the fight. Henry tried to snap a couple of jabs, but really nothing on his punches at this point. And he has not shown in his career, as Henry Tillman, an ability to get that second win, to finish strong. After he was knocked down by Cooper, he did come back to win all the middle rounds, but that was more a matter of Cooper running out of gas than Henry getting his second win. And he lost the last round and lost the fight.
And again, if you missed it, Bert Cooper won today. Second round TKO in Regina, Saskatchewan over Willie DeWitt, the man who Henry Tillman defeated for the gold in LA in '84 in the heavyweight class. Evander Holyfield, still very much the aggressor. boxer, still very much in control of the fight as we come down to the end of round 6 in Reno, Nevada.
That's better. Don't be a quitter. Suck it up. Don't be a quitter. You're going up to the mountaintop, baby. You got to go up to the mountaintop. You the better man.
Reno, Nevada, we go to round 7 in a fight being controlled by Evander Holyfield, the champion, trying to stay unbeaten against Henry Tillman, who's been on the run the last couple of rounds and has already been on the canvas once in round 2. Carlos Padilla, the referee. Alex, as I watch Holyfield, and we've watched him since he made his pro debut and before that as an amateur, he may not be what you would call gifted necessarily, but he appears to be highly skilled, more and more skilled as he goes along.
And he's more of a thinking fighter than I think people realize. He really is trying to put things together which you could qualify as being scientific. He tries to parry right hands with his right hand by the side of his head. He tries to put punches together. He said he wanted to get close. Oh, good.
Mandatory 8 count. The count is 8 and Tillman gets up. So he's been down for the second time as Padilla looks into his eyes.
Padilla was looking for Henry to give him an excuse to stop the fight, but Henry refused to give him that excuse. He told him he was okay. But Carlos Padilla said, look at Henry Tillman and not listen to him. This fight should be stopped, and it is.
That's the second knockdown.
He's calling it a knockdown.
The second knockdown. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect, so if he goes down again and Padilla lets this continue, that would do it. Padilla's going to let him go at it again, and if he goes down once more, that will do it. He's already been down twice in the round, 3 times in the fight, and he's ready to go, and that's it. Evander Holyfield stopping Henry Tillman in the 7th round. Knocking him down 4 times in the fight.
That fight was a perfect example of when a referee should look at a fighter and not listen to him. Henry Tillman said he was all right each time Carlos Padilla asked him, but Carlos Padilla should have stopped that fight after the second knockdown, Al.
And Evander Holyfield with another very impressive performance. Tillman's best round